Welcome to one of the key strands of the Excellence for Everyone programme, the strand of academic success. All pupils, irrespective of background, have the opportunity to be academically successful. Yet we also know that some pupils, and often our disadvantaged pupils, may have to overcome greater challenges to access the learning and succeed. Therefore, this strand has been designed to support pupils' access, understanding and ability to engage in the classroom.
All pupils, irrespective of background and barriers to learning, have the potential to be academically successful. It's about participation in challenging learning and experiencing success in challenging learning over time. That, for me, is about inclusion, it's about self-confidence, it's about self-esteem, it's about positive relationships with your peers, with adults in the school, and positive relationships with learning. It's about having the background knowledge to participate in challenging tasks, and where our pupils from less fortunate backgrounds don't have that background knowledge, it's about how we scaffold up through modelling, through worked examples, to enable them to access that, to participate in that challenging learning, scaffolding up, not differentiating down, giving pupils from less fortunate backgrounds, lower prior attainers, easier work, because that doesn't lead to academic success.
Within the resources, there are 3 workshops which sit within this strand. These look at different areas to support our pupils and disadvantaged pupils. They are the vocabulary gap. This unit looks heavily on the work and texts by Alex Quigley, exploring the gap between our word rich and word poor and strategies to close that gap. The second is titled Reading Comprehension, understanding the impact of poor fluency of reading and providing comprehension strategies. And the third is called Powerful Knowledge, which looks at the work of Michael Young and what we mean by powerful knowledge within our curriculum and its classroom application. The resources provide everything you need to deliver a workshop of up to 2 hours in length. There are slides, facilitator notes, and all relevant handouts and further reading. If you are using these resources within the delivery of a complete programme, make sure you consider which session you are delivering and why. Have you asked the group which session they would prefer? Could one workshop be more useful over others in relation to their context or their impact projects? Also, make sure you allow time within the session for school teams to reflect on their projects. How are their plans progressing? What are they doing next? And encourage school teams to take any lessons from the unit and use them in their in-school impact projects. It might prompt some different strategies to try or other things to monitor for their target cohort.
In our programme, we decided to focus on reading comprehension as a lot of the school's projects were based on reading. And actually, it's so important in this climate at the moment because children do have gaps in their reading. The reading comprehension materials are so accessible for schools. You could pick it up and use it as a one-off training session, but you could also use it in the wider programme. They are practical, really good, easy to use in your classrooms, and I would highly recommend you doing that block or that unit.
Within the academic success strand, we focused on the powerful knowledge unit, and this enabled leaders to really discuss their current provision for the disadvantaged students, and kind of gave a focus on how a school's curriculum can enable social justice, social mobility. So we kind of also explored what this idea of what powerful knowledge is and specialist language. We also then explored, for example, things like knowledge organisers, and I think the majority of the schools now within my hub are now using knowledge organisers as part of their curriculum approach.
The next video introduces another key strand of a programme, that of resilience and motivation.